looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Washington's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Johnson looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he delivers the blow, and he smashes his way through again. He's loose. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pickup of one is down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up a first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up the second down pass play. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Dances away. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed. Positive play.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. Great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
The Hokies will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Hewitt brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this, it's raining. You'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the clothes because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
It'll get them jacked up or get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense, it's the special teams. But get that QB throwing the ball down the field, creates a balance. It's when they have their best teams.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Takes it from the gun on third down. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the one line is good. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. Inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. One man in the backfield and he gets it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Luna. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt. He was going in the game. Great job for him.
great first quarter. This second period ought to be a lot of fun. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Hokies line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokie!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front. Way to hold for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Myers in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now. I'm not ready to say this team is that bad. We've seen this program stage more than comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's brought down after a nice game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Johnson wants to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. We're about to get another look at this rookie offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Keeps the legs moving. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Hokies send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing foul.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. Roughing the passer penalty. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, wants to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Here comes this whole crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmaker, Maurice. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They want to get this defense on its heels. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now. Down the road, third, fourth, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now the play fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job using the speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the side.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack part. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets out to move the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be with great what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got the quick completion. Good pickup on that play to bring up second and 4. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him.
And that pass picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
send out the kicker.
He's already made one field goal, but this one going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He got it.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone. He's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football right when he takes it upfield to get some yards.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short and the 27. Try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick pass on the jet motion. Barishnikov should be so sweet. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. On the run, it's Schrader. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Dances away from one. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, and they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Hokies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hokie! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty throw than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Line getting set on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use the conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Let's apply deep downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Number 8.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Virginia Tech, 24. Washington, 13.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make a stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll run the counter. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line, they've got a lab. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Hokies want to move quickly. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Punt team makes its way onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Johnson looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, the offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Steps away to find some room. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. When that score looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job on the offense to stay there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Washington, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Tip ball put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. He wants to throw it again. Look at this time. He can make a sandwich back there. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long for the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Gunner on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job. It's understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession game. Take away all the deep
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.